Broadcasting from under the roof of Marlins Park as we are ready for game time. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Detroit Tigers and the Marlins. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The date that's been circled for weeks is finally here. It's opening night. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Miami Marlins.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Jose Fernandez gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he was very effective last year. As a starting pitcher, he had an ERA under 3. When you do that, you're keeping your ball club in the game, giving him a chance to win every time out.
And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Christian Yelich in this one. Very athletic, a wiry type of guy that gets very good jumps, has a good arm as well. We'll see if he makes an impact defensively in this one.
Ian Kinsler strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Number 3.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
First pitch, 7-11.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
And this is a nice way to settle into a ball game. A good slider there for the punch out. That'll help you get in rhythm and get you mentally involved right from the outset.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Goodness. 0-2 now. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
Line towards center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And you can tell that out there on the mound, he's definitely thinking about back-to-back strikeouts here to start off this ball game. He gets it to 2 strikes on the number 2 hitter, but then he can't come up with that put-away pitch, and he winds up serving up a 1-out single.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Runner back safely. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Under it, Hechavarria for out number 2.
Here's a spot where he's probably looking for something hard again, but instead they change up on him, get him out in front a little, and all he can do is pop it straight up.
J.D. Martinez set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
The 0-1 on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Jordan Zimmermann is on the mound for the season. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, not enough people give Miguel Cabrera credit for what he's able to do defensively. Remember, he came up as a shortstop with the Marlins and moved to third base, and now is one of the greatest hitters to ever play the game. But that overshadows his defensive abilities. He's no slouch with the leather.
D. Gordon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Gordon.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, nobody in that dugout's going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
At the plate, MARCELL OZUNA, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Zimmermann steps into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. One out, nobody on. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is drilled, but right into the shift. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third.
And that's why you love this guy playing short for you. Excellent range, and he's going to show off that hose, too. That's a nice play.
In is Christian Yelich. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Upton is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Miami down in order after 1, no score. Nick Castellanos makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Castellanos.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
The windup and the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, one thing you can always say when you're facing a guy like this is that he's going to strike hitters out. The question is, are you going to make him work for those strikeouts? And if those 3 pitches are any indication at all, these guys could be in for a long night.
The catcher, Jared Saltalamacchia, is in now as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plunge. Look here. Sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Gordon is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And there now is Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Zimmermann looks in. First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 0-2 home. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
PRADO now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Upton's under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Justin Bour.
Justin Bour gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball one.
He didn't get the call there, but he's making some quality pitches on that outside corner.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now a hard liner, but foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Anthony Gose is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Center fielder number 12.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. First offering on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this pitch hits him, but it does so after he swings through it. A bizarre sequence there. It's 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
And here you go, one more time. You keep making quality pitches, you keep getting quality outs. I mean, that pitch right there on the outside corner, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Jordan Zimmermann, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he falls behind 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Ian Kinsler will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you what, he had to be sitting on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out in front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Here's Justin Upton now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. A good start as he's got his first double of the year here on opening night. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider. That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Third inning, no score to this point. Good pitch there. Catches the outside corner for strike two.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Miguel Cabrera would be next. 2 out here and a runner at second. Grounded to short. Echeverria's there. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. JT Realmuto will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Zimmermann gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Now that's popped up. Room behind the plate for Saltalamacchia. And he's retired 1 away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Now to the plate, Adeiny Echeverria. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. To short. Iglesias is up with it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Hey, if you came here to see offense in this ball game, sit back and relax just a little bit. Both of these pitchers are absolutely dueling it out right now.
Jose Fernandez digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Miguel Cabrera is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Stanton is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch.
Well, any time you can retire this guy, that's good. Any time you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And any time you can do it on one pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
J.D. is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there, no balls and a strike.
This guy's been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit hard, but right into the shift. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting.
Well, he went after him with all sliders. Just one after another after another. Just couldn't do a thing with any of them.
The catcher Jared Saltalamacchia is in now, and this one gets away. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second.
Yeah, don't know quite what could have happened there. He just didn't look the ball into the glove, and now all of a sudden they've got to deal with a runner in scoring position now with 2 away.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. D. Gordon will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Zimmermann's ready. Here it comes. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Castellanos barehands it. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
And I don't think we're quite far enough into a ball game right here for anyone to get too worked up about bunting for a base hit during a no-hitter. But I can tell you, he might not get that same benefit of the doubt if he tries this move about the 7th inning or later.
Digging in to try it again, Marcell OZUNA. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Up and in for ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Martinez there to put it away for route number 2.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Stepping in, Christian Yelich. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Into the windup and the pitch. In there, strike 1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Martinez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Jose Iglesias heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Anthony goes in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Prado was there, in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Jordan Zimmermann.
Jordan Zimmermann is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And a step off. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Halfway home, still no score. Giancarlo Stanton comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Left field and deep. Looking up is Upton. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Third baseman, number 14,
Martin Prado now. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Foul territory. And taken in out there for the first out.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Into the box, Justin Bohr. And a ball 1-0.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. That evens it up 1-1. drilled on the ground to short. Iglesias is there. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, J.T. Realmuto.
JT Realmuto is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Well, at least he was able to make contact, and that's better than most of his teammates can say up to this point. They've been whiffing left and right.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the seats, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 1-0 Miami. Ian Kinsler steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Here comes the first pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And it goes without saying, but how well this team plays defensively is going to say a lot about how they fare this year. They made it a big priority in spring training, so you hate to see them start making errors here on opening day.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Justin Upton stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Three and 0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And Upton will reach as he looks at ball 4.
Yeah, a lot of strikeouts for these guys, but not too many walks. In fact, no walks until this at-bat right here. That's their first of the ball game.
Miguel Cabrera will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their...
Drilled down the line. Prado's up with it. To second for one. Back to first, and that'll take care of Cabrera. It's a double play.
Boy, you know, you get the top two guys in your lineup on base, and now you're setting yourself up for the big boys to come in and do some damage, and then this happens. Now you need your cleanup hitter to pick you up and at least get that runner home from third, now with 2 outs.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The man on third with 2 down. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Adeiny Echeverria gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Adeiny Echeverria.
Now the pitch. Down the first baseline. Glove by Cabrera. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Jose Fernandez gets the call to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th inning.
You got to love a manager that lets his pitchers contribute to their own cause. He's got the lead right here, so don't fix it if it ain't broke.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Oh, 2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
D. Gordon stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
2 out, nobody on. Now that's popped up. Room behind the plate for Saltalamacchia. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Nick Castellanos will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And a rather easy first out.
Well, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Into the box now, Jared Saltalamacchia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
And the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. And Saltalamacchia swings right through that one as he's in the hole now, down 0-2.
Boy, and if anything, he's looking stronger than ever here in this 7th inning.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Yelich going back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So that long ball has taken him 1 away from the century mark in home runs for his career. Not a major milestone, but a pretty impressive number nonetheless.
Yeah, good for him. He's really shown some solid power so far in his career, and he's about to reach a milestone that quite a few major league hitters never reach. You talk about coming through in the clutch. He found a pitch that he could handle, and he jumped on it. And this is going to tie up this ball game on one big swing of the bat. How about that for your first home run of the year?
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gordon backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Into the box now, Anthony goes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's grounded foul. Looking for his 10th strikeout. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. But the Tigers are able to knot things up thanks to this solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. All even at 1 apiece. Marcell Ozuna will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Right there for strike one.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ghost going back to the track. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Well, I thought at first that this was going to be a tougher play than it wound up being. You can see him turn and run straight back towards the wall here in center field, but he gets back there in plenty of time to make the play.
In is Christian Yelich. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is goes. 2 down.
The right fielder,
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
2 out, nobody on. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still tied 1 apiece. Victor Martinez is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Chopped weakly to the left. Hechavarria. Oh, barehanded. He's out.
Oh, love it. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. 2 very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ball game. Things have been tight throughout. Now at the plate, Justin Upton. He drew a walk his first time up. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. First pitch on its way to Upton. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Tap foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. Score remains tied 1-1. Drew Verhagen is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Drew Verhagen.
Martin Prado will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Ichiro Suzuki is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready on 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Iglesias ranges to his right. 1 away.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
In now, Justin Bour, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
You know, sometimes people talk about no-doubters when a guy hits one 20 rows into the seats. Well, that's a no-doubt double right there. No chance for any of these outfielders to get it. With their backs to the infield, they got to get back there, get the ball back into the infield just to save a double.
And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. JT Realmuto will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first two plate appearances. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. Now a look and a throw back to second. And he's back standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are two away.
I love a guy on the mound that will pitch with some emotion. He's not out of this inning yet, but he feels like he's locked in. Did you see his reaction after that strikeout?
Here's Echeverria now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
With that base hit, he drives in the go-ahead run, and he is excited. And he's got every right to be.
Chris Johnson will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Chris Johnson.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, you know, as a pitcher, sometimes you can just say, hey, that one got away from me. It slipped. But I think that one would be a tough claim to make. This one definitely doesn't pass the eye test for me. I'm a little bit surprised that the home plate umpire's letting that thing go.
Mark Lowe is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
Mark Lowe.
D. Gordon will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner will get back standing. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The center fielder, number 13,
Marcell OZUNA stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
The 2-1 on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Goes is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. We've played 8 full. It's the Marlins 2 and the Tigers 1. Always a party in Miami Beach, not too far from us here at Marlins Park, set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Miguel Rojas will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Number 19.
A.J. Ramos is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 44. A.J. Ramos.
Derek Dietrich will also enter as he takes over at third base. Miguel Cabrera will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll be a base hit. So they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the ninth.
The batter.
That's a huge leadoff single as he's the tying run down there at first. But look how excited he is. Man, he's fired up.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-2 delivery. That misses. 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rojas ranging into shallow right. 1 down.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Nick Castellanos comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he takes strike 2.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
That is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Tigers down to their final out here, and that'll bring in Jared Saltalamacchia. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
One and 0 pitch on the way. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. So now the Tigers find themselves down to their last strike.
Well, that pitch has a lot of life up in the zone. It just takes off on you.
And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, you know, that run in the bottom of the 8th turned out to be the difference maker, as they're able to hold on here and get this win in a squeaker.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. Now, that's how you want to get your season started.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 2-1. Good night from Miami.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 2 runs on 4 hits. 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Tigers, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.